Well, I'm going to try this. We shall see if it will work. Is anyone even still here? What a mess this morning. I will hang around for a minute and just see if anyone wants to pop on with me. I may just go ahead and make my card. Wow, tech problems are not fun. I'm going to see if anybody else is here. Oh, hi, Liz. You are here. Thank you. I'm just going to hang out here for a second. Oh, Lynn is here too. This camera worked the whole time. It's my other camera, so I hooked up my phone and we're going to give it a try. We're going to see if this is going to work. I had to download a new app. What a disaster. My software I use had to have an update, and I did the update because I thought that would be a good idea, and I'm afraid that might be what went wrong. I'm guessing, can everyone hear me? I hope, since I'm just talking along. At least I'm not crying. I felt like crying, but I did not cry. Oh, good. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. I'm going to flip the camera around since we are so late getting started. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. I guess I'm not going to flip it around yet. Thank you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Tech problems are the worst. I actually got the rest of my stuff I needed for my new setup finally. I just didn't get it done this week because so many cards for the Simon Says Stamp Make Magic release. Oh, hello, everyone. And so I didn't get it set up. That's my plan for this afternoon. I am so lucky. My friend Lori Craig invited me over to her house for lunch, and I guess her husband is going to grill for us. I'm so excited because I think I'm going to need it. And then this afternoon, I'm figuring out my new setup, so hopefully this doesn't happen again. I know this is just the nature of the beast with technology. So, okay, you guys, I'm gonna just start with what I was going to start with, and we're gonna go from there. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Hello, aloha, Amy. Okay, I really wanted to show my cards that I have made with the Make Magic release. Terry, so nice to meet you too. This release is amazing. I kind of divided my release up into my rainbow collection, my celestial kind of nighttime collection, and then everything else. There's some great sports stuff, and then today we're going to actually make a flower card, but I did kind of show you just some of the awesome products. I mean, there's stencils, stamps. This stamp set, I know I mentioned this in my video and blog post for this. Thank you, Tracy. I really wanted to cry, I'm not going to lie. Tech problems drive me crazy. This flower set, stamp set, really reminded me of one I had years and years ago. I loved it. And so when I saw this, I was crazy about it. I just love this one. So just some of the new products from the Simon Says Stamp Make Magic release. I want to mention that I do have a link down in the description box in this video for my videos that I have done with all of these cards. There is a blog hop today. There's a chance to win $25 gift certificates from each stop along the hop. There is a blog hop tomorrow, so make sure you check out both of those. So this is just a little peek at everything I made. I made a ton of cards with this release because I like it. This is really simple, but I love it. The Sexy Hexies background, watercolored, love it. Yes, I agree. Yeah, a ladybug. Actually, Callie, my friend Callie, created a ladybug with this petal set, and it's really, really cute. So if I remember, I will drop a link to that in the description when I'm done too. So these are on my blog today. These are my nighttime cards, so completely a different look than all the bright and colorful, but just, again, amazing. First of all, this stained glass background might be one of my favorite backgrounds ever. I love it. I could see using it for so many different things. And then the stars, of course, always a good one. I always love a nice basic, so really simple. There's links to both of those videos below. And then I did want to mention that the Simon Says Stamp August card kit is available. This is the card I have already shared a video for. I can't share my other 2 cards yet, but definitely check back next week. So that's just a peek at Make Magic and all of the good stuff there is. We're going to get started with today's card. So I'm going to actually ink up my background first, I think, and let that dry. We're going to be using this beautiful hibiscus blooms set. We're going to be stamping and embossing and doing a little faux, I call it faux watercolor, with some Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers. Hello, everyone. I'm kind of a little bit, I don't know, out of it maybe because of the tech issues. I did want to say, drop me a comment. Let me know what products from the Make Magic release you would like to see me use in a future video, whether it's live or just a traditional video. I'd love, love, love to know. Okay, Tracy Boyd, love the blue. Is it using the new Oxide color? For the nighttime cards, yes. So these both use... If you caught my video last Saturday where I did 10 cards with Tim's brand new prize ribbon color. So prize ribbon is around the edges. Actually, black soot is around the edges. Then it's prize ribbon and then mermaid lagoon in the center. I will tell you in the video for this, if you catch it later on, I started with a light blue cardstock base instead of white. And that made inking a lot easier. So just a fun little tip for that. That makes all of the inking so much easier. Okay, let's ink up a background. Man, I'm usually so much more organized than this. Let me see if I can zoom in a little. What happened to all of my things here? Well, is it not going to let me? Well, we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way today. All right. Let's see. I better. Hello, Magda. Oh, back from New York City, Amber. How fun. We are going to ink up. I haven't decided exactly what we're using. When you don't have tech problems, you have a little more time to think about it. I have a pretty good idea, but you know, you never know if it's going to go the way you think. I'm just going to clean my brush a little bit because it's got a little bit of mermaid lagoon left on it, looks like. We're going to do a little salvaged patina. I think I'm actually going to use a different blending brush. And we're going to ink up our background. So what I thought would be pretty, oh, that was squeaky, for our flowers is if we did, because I'm thinking of doing my hibiscus flowers with a little bit of like deep orange, kind of orangey yellow maybe. Let's see. Joyous in Christ. Yes, I totally don't blame you since I am so late today. I'm so sorry. Curious about the mountain background. Awesome. Okay, we'll check all of those comments a little bit later too and kind of see what all you guys are wanting to see. Yeah, the mountain backdrop is really pretty. I'm going to use oxides today. They do blend a little bit quicker and easier. I don't think I'm going to ink the entire panel. Kind of thinking more of like 3/4 of the panel. We'll see. But what I thought would be pretty, and something that I do a lot in my videos, is I love to have like an inked background or a stamped background and then stamp a little text over the top for a very subtle, just little pattern in the background. And then I am going to pop my flower on top of this. And if we have time, I may do a hummingbird. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I kind of thought I would just do the flower, but normally after a big tech issue like this and then having to try to be calm, and not mad, because I was mad. Oh, oh well. It is all going to work out. It's all going to be fine. I am excited to try to get my new setup done this weekend, or this afternoon and this weekend. I think we'll just kind of leave this corner not completely white, but I'm going to use a much, much lighter hand. There. And kind of just blend it out into the white up there. So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? Hello from Tulsa. Yeah, Tracy, you're completely right about taking a deep breath. What is funny is in our Hero Arts event we had last Saturday, my friend Mindy had the same trouble. She couldn't get the software that we both are using to work, and she was so frustrated, and we were on the phone trying to get it to work. And we just laughed about how it's everybody's worst nightmare. Lynn, I am going to hop on and test the new one. You're absolutely correct. So I may do that. I may do it tonight. I may do it tomorrow. We'll just kind of see how it goes. I am going to deepen this corner, I think, a little bit with Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide. And I think I might just stick with these. I thought I might try to pull a little prize ribbon in, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep it with Salvaged Patina and Peacock Feathers. And we're just going to kind of pull that color up a little bit. Okay, so there is our background. I'm going to clean this. Actually, I'm going to grab my distress sprayer, and I think we will splatter just a little. Since we are using Oxide, I like to get the biggest benefit out of that, which is that awesome oxidation. Yeah, there you go. And then we'll just use that water to clean up our surface. I am going to let that sit for a minute before we stamp our text over it. I'll show you. Oh, yeah, this is how distracted I was. I didn't even get out my stamps that I'm going to use. I'll grab it real quick. It's not far. This is what we're going to use to stamp the background. I've been using this one a lot lately. Ugh, everything went flying off my table. The friendship text, I love this. Oh, Tina, cleaning your craft room. Yes. Laundry, I have that to do. So much. Oh, yeah, the Olympics. Isn't it funny? I've completely forgotten about the Olympics. I have not watched much TV lately. And I'm so out of the loop on everything. I feel like all I did this week was make cards. Well, actually, not completely make cards. Mostly edit videos and do blog posts and all that good stuff. So this is Hibiscus Blooms. It is gorgeous. I really love the sentiments in this too. And I love that there's dies for them. I think we'll be doing some of that on this card as well. Magnet work, yes. I think I'm not going to have to do any work this weekend, which is kind of, I mean, other than getting my new text set up, which is probably going to be a lot of work. Full studio remodel, Chrislyn. Oh, that's awesome. So my favorite way to do my, quote, faux watercolor is with zigs or other water-based markers. But I like to heat emboss the image, and then the embossed area helps hold the color in. We're just going to use a little powder tool here so we get the crispest image possible. Lynn, I watch a lot of YouTube videos instead of TV too, so thank you so much for watching mine. I appreciate that. I'm going to use Hero Arts Embossing and Watermark ink. I use anything from the Simon Says stamp ink to the Hero Arts ink here, and also the Lawn Fawn clear embossing ink. It just depends. Those are the three that I go to the most. But any embossing ink's going to work here. Does that look good? I might stamp it one more time, just kind of lightly. I want to make sure the outline is really, really good here. A couple of other things I want to note. I would so appreciate if you would like, subscribe, thumbs up, all of that good stuff if you don't mind. I want to give a shout out to all of my crafty replay crew people who watch the replays of the videos. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And then Monday, I am going to be doing my first evening live. For everyone who has a hard time catching the morning lives, we are going to do an evening live Monday night. I don't remember if I said what I'm doing there. I need to prep for that this afternoon as well. So we're just going to sprinkle on some embossing powder. I love that this is a nice big floral image. And I love hibiscus flowers, so. Good morning, Elizabeth. Let me just see if I've missed anything. Oh, Tracy, thank you. I'm glad you like the lives. I love lives from my favorite channels. I didn't think I would be a live person, but I loved it. And that kind of leads me to something else I made a note about. But again, I forgot everything I wanted to talk about this morning. I had a question about why I chose to do lives. And the reason is because I like them myself. So I think they're kind of fun. I'm going to heat emboss this. I know it'll be loud, but I'm going to see if any questions come in while I'm heating this up. Linda, you aren't late. I was so late. I had all kinds of tech problems this morning, so you actually have not missed much at all. Oh, thank you. Is it Ulrika? Linda, you love lives as well. I do too. I kind of find them fun. I feel like we're crafting together. For me, where I do craft on my own all the time, I feel like I'm crafting with you guys, and I find that, I don't know, it just kind of makes me happy. I look forward to them. I thought we'd see how it went, see if I enjoyed it or not. I wasn't sure. I was nervous, but really it's just figuring out the tech. I actually really love doing them. Okay, that looks good. And now we got the Lynn, you've been trying. You know what? Mindy Egan and I were talking about it, and we were just you have to go for it. You just have to do it. Oh, is it Eggy Pay Scraps? You love to watch, but you cost me so much money, LOL. That's so funny. Sharon Johnson Art, are you around the Metroplex area displaying your artwork and crafts? No, I am not. Less editing. Yeah, I know the biggest thing I got was, would you please edit them? And I have to say, I'm not going to right now. I know I have mentioned this before. I need to fill my water brush pen, and we're going to do it the jank way today since I'm live and I forgot to fill it. I'm just using the water from my distress sprayer. Huh. Oh, that's nice that you say my voice is soothing. That's funny. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Ulrika likes cards. Oh, good. Hibiscus. That's so funny. I love that. Oh, Mindy is so awesome. Yes. Good. If you aren't following Mindy, please follow Mindy too. All right. Let's pick out some markers. I'll tell you what. I'm so sorry, you guys. You're getting a very unprepared Nicole today. And I do not like to be unprepared. This is not my favorite. I want yep, there's my scarlet red that I want. I think I want this one. and this one. We're going to start with that. We'll see how it goes. So what I love to do when I'm doing my faux watercolor is we're going to lay down a little dark color first. And I usually just kind of do a little here. Let's just do one petal. And then I'm going to do, out near the edge, I am going to lay down a little yellow. So this is Scarlet Red. After the live is over, I will add exact colors. I will tell you it may take me just a little longer today. It might be a little later today before that's up because I'm supposed to have lunch with a friend. Of course, I did not anticipate that I was going to have massive tech problems today, so we'll see. It will be up today though, just maybe a little later. So after I've kind of blended out a couple colors there, I am just going to pull that color out with my water brush pen. I'm going to remove some of that ink, the darker ink, and then I want the tips of my petals to be a little lighter. That's probably a little too light, but we can pull a little. Now we can kind of pull some of that darker color into the tips of our petals. But what I love is that that embossed line just holds that color in place. Yay! Oh, Terry, you love when I use zigs. Thank you. Patricia, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yes. See, Lynn, that's what I feel like. I like the lives because I feel like we're all friends. And anyone who's coming to the live knows that most people, I should say, know that sometimes bad stuff happens. It just, tech is, I know I have watched some lives where things have not gone as planned. So I know that I'm not alone. So we're just going to color this up here. I did add a little bit more. So scarlet red, bright yellow, and yellow are the colors I'm going to use for my flowers. This would work great though with any watercolor or any watercolor marker that you might have. Oh, yay, Angie, first live. If you guys, if this is your first live, drop a 1 in the chat so we know that this is your first live. And then I did mention kind of briefly as I was getting started, if there is certain products from the brand new Simon Says Stamp Make Magic release that you would love to see in a future video, let me know. I like knowing what you guys want to see. And I need to find out, so the Hero Arts holiday release actually doesn't go live until next month, but I believe some of the new products are dropping soon. Oh, Lindsay is a 1, ditto. Delphox, I hope I have that right, is a 1. Oh my gosh, scrap that Mars. You've been watching since we both scrapbooked back in creating keepsakes in the 2Ps days. Yes, that's a blast from the past. I was just thinking about 2Ps the other day. Oh, Lucy is a 1 and Michelle is a 1. I have lots of first timers today. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It means the world to me. It's always kind of scary trying something new. And I mean, I've done a few lives now, but it's still new. It's going to be new for a while, I think, until I get super used to it. So we're just going to be coloring and chatting. Oh, Liz says her too. Rainbow colored hexes. Thank you, DK Sherby. And welcome, yes, welcome to all of the newbies. Thank you guys. We go live on Fridays at 9 a.m., except for today when things went wrong and it was more like 9:45. But hey, we do what we have to do. So I think we'll go ahead and just kind of do a little yellow here. And I think we'll just do a little lighter color I always kind of try to keep a rag close by and clean off the tip of my water brush pen. I use these water brush pens a lot just because it's easy and I don't have to have a separate thing of water or anything, but you can use a paintbrush dipped in water just like this. Oh, aren't these flowers so pretty? I really like this set. Scrapbooker 2Ps. Oh, that's so fun. DK Sherby first live. Watching and working. No one's going to tell Michelle. Hi, Donna. Sharon Johnson Art. I am using Zig Clean Color Real Brush Markers. They are probably my favorite. I was going to break out the Karen brush markers. In fact, I have them out. I knew it was going to be a game time decision, but part of the reason I went with these today is because I was so late getting started and I felt like I don't need anything else to go wrong today. So let's hope this all works. And I always just am a little more comfortable with these, but I am going to be trying my Karen brush markers again soon. So there's kind of our first flower. Let's do a little green. Oh, Mary just got off a conference call. Yay, Wendy Jarvis first live. Liz, you still have some of the Creating Keepsakes magazines? Okay, that is so funny. I don't have very many. I think I tore out any pages like that I had scrapbook layouts in. And then I think I kept like the Hall of Fame book. I think they are somewhere in a box. I did not ever even unpack them. Here in about 2 days, it'll be 2 years since I moved here. Lynn, sometimes I will study flower pictures or I'll just Google them. Oh, Patricia bought the Karen markers. Awesome. Oh, Tracy has a hibiscus in front of her house. Yes, I love hibiscus. So now we're using light green and yellow green. This is another color combination that I pick because I know I like it. And I wanted really bright and colorful today. It may not be super accurate, but that's okay. Let's add a little more dark in here. And then definitely make sure the tip of your paintbrush or water brush pen is clean before you start coloring. You do not want any of that scarlety red-orange color. So I just kind of not super precise. I like just a quick color. So, did anybody buy anything from the Make Magic release? I would love to know. Oh, another #1 from F.V. Gonzalez. Yvette is a 1. Oh, hello, Rita Maria from Guatemala. So nice to see everybody. Oh, thank you so much, Crafty Mama Diaries. That is so nice. I appreciate you guys so much. I was telling, I think it was even Mindy, that I feel like I have just the nicest community here. And I love these lives because I feel like we get to kind of craft and chat. But definitely let me know if you picked up anything from the Make Magic release. I love to know what everybody got. Also kind of helps direct, like, what do I need to be sharing? What do I need to make examples of? Yeah, Tracy, I have had a hibiscus. I actually, oh gosh, see there, I have green in there. Let's clean that. I had an orange hibiscus and I had the hardest time keeping it alive. It's been years though. I haven't had one in a long time. I probably should get one again and try. I'm doing a little better keeping things alive. have some little tomato plants. I have a jalapeno plant, a green pepper plant, and I've kept all of those alive this year, and flowers. So that's, for me, is a big plus. My oldest son was teasing me and said it's amazing what happens when you water them. Jules, you are absolutely not late. I got started so late. Hello from Denmark. Awesome that you're here. So nice to see everybody. Trying to keep up with the comments. I know when I'm coloring, it is sometimes really hard, and I don't want to miss if you guys have got questions or anything like that. So I was starting to say Hero Arts, some of the release I think is going to start, the Christmas stuff is going to start showing up. Like I know Simon will have some of it, and then the full release will be mid-August. So I need to check and find out when that's going to come out, because I thought I would start maybe some Christmas stuff there. And just a little FYI, oh my goodness, the Christmas stuff from Hero is gorgeous. I'm really excited. I'm kind of ready for Christmas crafting, believe it or not. I know that it's summer for some of us here in the US at least, and it seems early, but doing the tags last week, I was like, you know, this felt good doing it early. I actually started making a list for my Christmas series, because we are going to be doing that in October. I think I will even incorporate some lives with that. Nope, Sharon, you have not missed Halloween. I've done a few. I will do more. Oh, the hexagon stamp is so good, Elizabeth. Yes. Liz, yeah, they seem to like plants like water. Who knew? I know, it's crazy. Yes, Sharon, that's fine. I was mentioning, and I want to mention it again, I am going to do a live Monday evening, 7 p.m. Central, I believe. I'm almost certain. So that would be a good one for anyone who has a hard time catching morning lives. The paper I am using, I saw that come through. Let me come back. DK Sherby, I'm using Bristol Smooth Cardstock. If I am using Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers, the only cardstock I use is Bristol Smooth. I have found that I just simply don't like the results with any other paper. I don't think that the markers blend, but they blend like butter. You can see that I wouldn't even really have to add water. And that's the thing. You don't have to add water here if you don't want to, which I love. I like the water look because I want it to look a little watercolored, but they blend beautifully on Bristol Smooth. So anytime I am coloring with zigs, a lot of times, same thing if I'm using Tombows or Caron brush markers, it's going to be the Bristol Smooth cardstock. And you don't have to just use it for these kind of markers. I know a lot of crafters love it for ink blending because your inks do blend really nice on it. If you have trouble with ink blending, it's a good one to try. I often won't, just because it's, I don't mind using other cardstock, but every once in a while I will. In fact, some of my cards for the Make Magic release from yesterday, the more rainbowy and sunshine colored ones, I did use Bristol for some of those backgrounds. I feel like I need to get a move on it, but then I'm like, well, we started late, so. I think these are going to be pretty against that, don't you? I think they'll pop. That was what I'm going for. Rita Maria Castillo, you want to know, for a beginner, what to buy for basic coloring. You mean for zigs? I do have a list of favorites. I would say, I'll find that list and I'll link it. Let me make a note. I don't want to forget. And a piece of paper. Hold on. I got some sticky notes here. I always like to remember favorite zig colors. Okay. I would recommend just buying a few because you really can get a lot of color combinations out of them. I don't really know what comes in a set because I did not buy them as a set. And so I don't feel like I can really speak to that very well. If somebody else has bought a set, a smaller zig set that you really love, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to have to check out my stamped image here. Thank you, Liz. Sometimes when I can't tell what oh yeah, that's a flower. I don't want to color in my flowers with my greens. When I'm coloring with a white on white like this, I really like to just kind of start. You notice I started at the top and worked my way down. Or even if I started here, I'd like work up and then work down. I start in one area and then kind of work out from there. And that's because it can be kind of hard and kind of tricky to see where you're working. If you find it too hard, I also think it's really fun to stamp and emboss, like especially gold. I'm kind of drawn more to like a gold color for embossing, and that's going to give you a little bit darker, obviously, outline, and it's a bit easier to follow. But I don't really want to mess up while we're live here. That would stink. It happens though. Okay, what's everybody talking about? Any questions? Elizabeth wants to know if the flower stamp was stamped with clear ink. Yes, I did stamp it with clear ink and heat embossed with white embossing powder. And then I'm using Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers for coloring today. These are what I really love just because I'm comfortable with them. But we are going to be trying the Karen brush markers soon. Because I think I mentioned it. Was it last week maybe? Or maybe it was my Hero Arts class. I had a lot of lives last weekend. It was a lot. And I mentioned that I want to get better with them. And then my friend Callie, she always uses the Karen brush markers and she's so good with them. So inspired me to break them out and try to get better. Tracy, I have a full set syndrome too. What's funny is I have a hard time like jumping on a bandwagon. If you've been here to my lives before, I think I've mentioned this. I have a hard time just like saying, yes, let's do that. I need to have it all. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then what do you know? I always change my mind. I have to have it all. And then I end up getting everything. But it was funny. I did the Tim Holtz prize ribbon release last weekend. And someone asked me why I didn't use chipped sapphire distress oxide ink. And I realized I don't have it. And there is a chipped sapphire distress oxide ink, and I love chipped sapphire. I could not believe that I didn't have it. I mean, I have full sets of distress ink. I don't even know how it's possible that I missed that one. So that one is coming to live with me soon, as is a couple more. I need to replace a couple of my markers here that the tips are bad or whatever. Shall I see? Lynn Coleman asks if the Karen markers are more difficult. I don't think that they are more difficult. I don't think that they do direct to paper very well. We discussed this in another live, and I know some of you had mentioned you think that they work a little bit better not direct to paper. So I'm doing direct to paper. I'm adding, you know, the marker to the paper and then blending it out. So I will have to see and kind of test them out. I know I've used them a couple times, and I did like the cards I made, but I did have trouble with direct to paper. So I'm going to try some things. I'm going to message Callie later and get some tips on what I need to do different. Because I do want to try them, because I have some ideas for some videos and I need to try them out first. So we about have our flower all colored, which I'm going to let this sit and dry for a minute, I think. Are we missing anything? Guys, let me know if I am. I think that looks good. Okay, I'm going to set this over to the side. Let's put our tips on our markers so I don't accidentally get those on anything. And I think we're going to stamp our text background now. This is sat and dried for a little bit while we colored. This feels like it has, oh, it does. It has embossing powder all over it. Let me get a new sheet. All right. When I am stamping a large background, I generally will put some adhesive in here. I will tell you though, I am going to order some like sticky, I forget what they're called. I'll have to go back and look. I did order one. Last week in the Hero Arts class, someone said if you cut down like a Cricut mat or something like that, you can, it's sticky and you can hold your paper in place in your MISTI. I thought that was brilliant. So I'm going to try that. I'll let you guys know. This is the friendship text background. Any background text is going to work good, awesome here. I just love the way a text background looks. We need to take out our backing paper, or foam, pardon me. So we're going to put that in our MISTI. I'm going to grab some white pigment ink. Ryan, is it Ryan? Said she bought the 60 count set of zigs on Amazon and loves them. That's great. Another Norma and Tracy are in the Got to Have It Syndrome Club. I love it. All right. And I know my comments tend to be a little bit behind. Yeah, Tracy, there's a sticky sheet, I guess, from Sizzix as well. Everybody was talking about them. I need to get one. Okay, so everybody knows about this but me. See, this is why I'm always behind. Oh, Rita Maria uses it too. Okay, so I must need that. That's on my list of things I have to order. Yes, see, many of you guys know this. This is why we do lives. I am learning so much. Thank you guys. I'm going to have to get one of those mats. Okay, so I inked it up with a white pigment ink. I love the Fawn YETI ink because I don't really want my text to overpower my image. I just kind of want it to be light in the background. You could also do tone on tone, but I love the way white looks. It's just really subtle and pretty, and I think it'll look nice in the background of our card. Norma, thank you for reminding everyone to give a thumbs up. That does help me, you guys. It helps get the videos like out there and all of that good stuff for YouTube. Let's see. I need to grab a scrap of white paper. It looks like for our sentiments. I'm going to trim it down. All right. forgot to grab that too. So I see lots of you guys are using those sticky mats. The light grip Cricut mat. Okay, thank you guys. You guys are the best. This is helping me. I have got to get that. What color blue for the background? That I used a combination of 2 distress oxides. We're using salvaged patina and peacock feathers. It's mostly salvaged patina, and then the darker is peacock feathers. I was thinking about a darker blue, but I like this with the orange. So that's kind of why we kept it light. So I'm going to let that just, I think our flower's probably about dry and it's probably safe to die cut it, but we're going to give it 1 more minute or so, a couple minutes maybe. What should we do for our sentiment? I was kind of thinking, well, I'll let you guys pick. Tell me, should we do a thinking of you, birthday, caring thoughts, missing you? Anyone have any thoughts on what sentiment we should use? We're going to stamp and emboss in gold, I think, the bigger sentiment, and then the smaller one I'm going to just stamp in either black or blue or something, and trim or die cut it with the sentiment label die. Karen Stevens, the sticky mat will change your life. Yeah, I'm getting that. That's going to be so awesome. I'm excited. When I get off here, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order that. Hello, Lena. Does anyone have any preference? I'm going to pick. Let's see. I'm feeling like a birthday. How about birthday? Should we do birthday? So I'm going to do that, and then I think there's a smaller. Oh, Caring Thoughts was getting a lot. Thinking of You covers everything and a lot of Caring Thoughts. And the 2 birthdays. Okay, Caring Thoughts so far is winning. Okay, there's more Caring Thoughts coming in. We will switch it to Caring Thoughts. I will tell you, I did kind of like the longer ones better than either of these. Just, I don't know why. I think I'm liking how it's all in one line. So these were my 2 first choices, but then I thought birthday. But any sentiment is going to work on here. It's one of my favorite things about a stamp set like this. And remember, these can be used for with any other image card too. They do not have to be used just with this hibiscus one. I really like the sentiments here. We're going to emboss this again. And then I am going to emboss this with gold, I think antique gold embossing powder. Now, because this is a pretty, I mean, it's not a big sentiment, but it's got a lot of surface area, I'm going to stamp it a couple times. I want to make sure the coverage is good. And then I do need to grab some gold embossing powder here. And then I'm going to heat this real quick again, so it'll be loud for a second. Did my camera really go out? Hi. I may have to reset my camera, so you're going to see me for a second. Sorry. That was kind of my fear. Let me just see real quick, you guys. Oh yeah, it does not want to be on. Hold on. There we go. I didn't even have to restart the video. This is going to be fixed before next week. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. So frustrating. All right, let me switch. Yay! All right, let's grab... Linda, are you still seeing me? Thank you, Anya. Hope I said that right. How many containers of embossing powder? I have, Liz, I have containers for every color, pretty much. I think there's only a couple I don't have. Is it back for you guys? Are you seeing it? Please let me know if it came back. I thought I got it back, but please, please let me know. Are you guys seeing it? Thumbs up, hearts, whatever. Yay. Okay, good. I was worried there for a second. We're going to get this fixed when we're not live, so this doesn't happen, hopefully, again. Yay. Thank you guys for sticking with me. All right. I'm going to do my die cutting here, at least for this and my flower all at once. So let's grab that die too. I really wish all dies did not have tabs. What do you guys think? Okay, good. Everyone can see me again. Good. I feel like I have to hurry now before the camera dies, but hopefully we're about done. I just cannot figure out why my setup did that today. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everyone, for being so patient today while we have these fun tech issues. Barcelona chair, you are not that late. It has been a day full of tech issues and all kinds of good fun, so do not worry at all. We're just going. We're going with it, friends. Okay, my die cutting machine's behind me. I'm going to go die cut these real quick. And I'm back. Yes, I would love to see no tabs for more companies. I just hate the tabs. I hate cutting them apart. I hate when they go flying. My friend Jill actually kind of got a whole bunch of us. This has been a couple years ago. Uh-oh, where'd my sentiment go? I found it. She got safety goggles when we were at a retreat. She bought safety goggles from Amazon and had them delivered, and then everybody got them, and it was hilarious. So here is our flower. I do love the orange against that color. And then I kind of think we're going to just do a overlay. I'm going to pop that up, I think. So let's grab the rest of our sentiment that goes with this. Let's do Always Know I Am There For You. Okay, let's see. Yes, I love the flowers have their own dies too. Oh, honeybees are separated. I did not realize they were separated now. That is so awesome. Waffle flowers are separated, which I love. Okay. I haven't taken my other sentiment out, but that's okay. I think we're just going to stamp this with a little blue. We're going to use the Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide. Do I like that? Let's just try one more color. I'm going to try the Salvage Patina too. I wish I knew what safety goggles my friend bought because I thought it was so funny at the time. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I'm going to like Salvage Patina better, I think. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Let me scroll down here. I think I lost. A good pair of clippers to cut the dies. You know, these are, oh gosh, it's worn off. Oh, these are Your Next stamp. Oh, and it says use safety glasses. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm kind of embarrassed. I've never noticed that. Okay, anyway, they're great. I know you can get them from all over the place. I may do a little research and see what I can find. Yes, Sandy, that is a good point. All the technical issues, and I know like when my son had online school, the tech issues were crazy. So teachers definitely are heroes for that. All right, I'm going to use my sentiment label die to die cut this into a little strip. You can use a paper trimmer too. This is my favorite hack for sentiment strips though. I like my sentiment strips to be perfect. Like almost like a sentiment strip that you would buy. So what I do is I line it up with one side and die cut it. And I know a lot of times in my videos I cut this out. Then I just simply line it back up the other direction with this end sticking out. And I'm going to run it through again. And if I'm missing questions, you guys, I will come back here and scroll up in a minute. Oh, Lawn Fawn had some, Terry. That's good to know. I'm going to finish the card and then I'll kind of see what all I've missed. So we are going to put some foam adhesive on the back of both of our sentiments. So we'll do Caring Thoughts first. And then we're going to do our other little phrase. And I keep all my scraps of this foam because I can always use it for something else. And we're going to grab some adhesive for our flower. I think I'm going to just use a tape runner here. This isn't my nicest adhesive job. You could also use liquid adhesive if you wanted. Oh, the Beadsmith on Amazon. I love that you guys have so many options here. That is awesome. Yes, I don't know where. I've had these forever because you can see that the labels are even almost worn off. I've had them a very, very long time. I don't even know where I got them. Probably Simon or Amazon. So I'm going to have that kind of down here along the bottom. There's only a very, very tiny bit to trim off. I don't want to lose too much of that. And then we're going to put our Caring Thoughts, I think right about there. And our sentiment label. Let me grab my tweezers. I probably should have done this one first. Because I'm going to be picky, I can tell already. Oh, that looks pretty good. Kind of like that. And then I was thinking embellishment wise, we would either add some sequins. These are some from the release, or maybe some little hearts. I don't know if I really want to do sequins. Should we do hearts? What does everyone think? I'm going to grab some. like little, I think these little blue ones, don't you guys think? Lillian, thank you. You like it at an angle? Ooh, yeah, I like those. All right. Sharon, I bet it wasn't easy. Thank you for persevering. I can't imagine, you guys. I mean, with this, I feel like, you know, if I can't go live, if this wouldn't have worked, it's frustrating for me, but oh well, you know. I can't imagine students and kids and trying to get kids to pay attention. I know just my son, trying to get him to do online was so hard. Thank you, guys. Let's see. Let's do down here. I love adding little hearts. These are so much fun. And these are, I'm going to look. These are Lucy's little things. I know, let me look here. Trinity Stamps has some too. Lucy is actually based in the UK, and I bought some directly from her website. She has them in every color, and you guys know me. I bought them in every color because I need them in rainbow. And I think we'll do the bigger one here. I really highly recommend them. They're so much fun. I love these little hearts. I don't know what it is about little embellishments, but they're my favorite. Yeah, Elizabeth Peterson says hearts are my trademark. They really might be. That's kind of funny. I love every little teeny tiny heart embellishment. I'm a sucker for them. I think I have to have them all. I probably have more of these than anything else. Let's do one on a leaf too. We're going to do this little one over there. And I think that's it. Oh my gosh. Believe it or not, I'm super happy with this. And Lucy does send them fast. Thank you, Liz. Yes, I got my order. I mean, I bought a ton of hearts. I had to have them all. You don't have any hearts on you? Yes, you need some. They're so good. I love them. So here is a card base. We're just gonna, I wonder where my, oh, I have a mess. So I should show a picture. I should snap a picture when we're done and share it on social today, like on my stories or something, just of what it actually looks like when I'm done, because it started out completely clean. But it is a mess now. And there we go. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Linda, I promise we started late. It was a rough day today, tech-wise. All right. I'm going to pop back over. Hi. I hope I'm not all... I am a little shiny. Sweaty and shiny. Anyone have any questions for me? Let's see. I'm going to scroll back just a little bit. Yep, Elizabeth said hearts are my trademark. Yes. Oh, good. I'm glad you love the orange and blue together. I do too. Hi, Angela. I know I've missed so many of you. Barcelona Chair wants to know how I decided on hearts as my signature. I totally didn't. I just am drawn to them, and I'm drawn to them in everything. Fabric. I like to quilt, and so I have a lot of heart fabric. Anytime there's a little heart, I love it, especially if it's tone on tone or very tiny and small. Love it. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to scroll back down. Love from Lizzie peel-offs, Angela. I don't know what those are. Now I'm curious, and I'm going to have to go look. Oh, good. Norma, you love the live class because I interact with others. That's what I love about it. I feel like we're crafting together, and that makes me so happy. Okay. Containers. Oh, I missed it. The little containers the hearts are in. Okay, so Lucy's do not come in these containers. These are Elizabeth Crafts. I will have to look it up. I don't know that these are still available. If I can find them, I will link to them. I'll make a little note right now. But I have big containers of them. I know someone else asked me about them, and I could only find the big. I could only find it on Amazon, and it was super expensive, and that's not what I spent for it. So I'm afraid that maybe they're discontinued. Dewy, not shiny. Anya, that's really nice. Thanks. Linda, yes. Thank you for catching the replay later. I appreciate it. I appreciate my replay crew. Oh, what editing program do I use? I use iMovie. I am getting a new computer. It'll be a bit, but when it comes, I am going to get Final Cut Pro. So I need to learn how to use it. But iMovie right now. Patricia is loving all the new stencils, stamps, and dies that are out right now. Me too. Oh, Liz, thank you for the super chat. You are so sweet. And that helps a ton. Thank you. You made my day. That was so sweet of you. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Linda is drawn to hearts too. Oh, Tracy, your son used to collect heart rocks when he was little. Oh, I love that. Tracy says you can get the containers on Amazon. That is so good to know. Anya, my top is from J. Crew from either a year or two ago. I shop sale. So it would have been on super clearance probably. I love sales. Yeah, and you know what's funny? My top kind of matches. That wasn't planned, but it's funny that worked out. Oh, and you love orange. Yeah, I do too. Oh, and Tina says her son does that for her now with the heart rocks. Yes, Beatrice says wishing everyone a great weekend. So do I. It's the little things in card making wants to know if I ever have a creative slump and how do I get past it? Yes, all the time. I'm kind of in a high right now, which means a low will be coming. I know that. That's just how it works for me. I clean, I organize, I purge. Those are my top three: clean, organize, and purge. Because I find if I have a few less things, like I get rid of the things that I either not my style anymore, I don't love, whatever, I feel good. Also, I will do something else. I have made a real effort to take time to like quilt, cross stitch, other things I like, walk, just to kind of help balance maybe a little bit. I find if I get away from the card making just a little bit, I'm so ready to come back, and I'm usually really excited. So that's kind of my top tips for that. Lillian wants to know if Bristol comes in a pack. Yes, I'll show you what it looks like. Let me switch my camera. Or not. It's not going to let me. Bristol Smooth. So I know this is backwards, but this is what it looks like. So we just made it with the camera. Good times. Let's see. Lynn, I will link to Lucy. Yes, I'm going to make a note for that. Trinity Stamps has all of their... Yes, Karen says Trinity Stamps has all of those. All of their little embellishments in those boxes, and they do, which I think is fantastic. I love, love, love them. Bye, Sharon. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Okay. Sandy, if you message me, I will let you know. Thank you, guys. No, CZ wants to know if I have any quilting YouTubes. I don't. It would really just depend on how many people would want to see that. Let me see. Thank you, Tracy. She says, good luck with your new tech setup. I'm going to need it, apparently. We're going to take a little break, and I'm going to come back to that this afternoon. Yes, Anya, that has a great point for if you're in a slump. She says she buys new supplies when in a slump. I don't think that's the opposite of what you should do. Sometimes new supplies jumpstart you. I know when I get something new, I'm so excited to use it that often I'll kind of go back and grab even some older things to mix and match in with it. So that's a great one. Angela loves cross stitching. It's relaxing. I've been doing a lot in the evenings, like during the week, and then I'll quilt on the weekends. That's kind of how I work. Oh, Hobby Lobby has it on sale this week, 50% off. I'm thinking I might have missed what's 50% off. Okay, I think I have, I've got all the questions. If there's any more, let me know right away. But I'll probably sign off for today. Thank you guys for putting up with my tech issues. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, crafting with me. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you Monday evening at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to have a live, to be determined. It will probably be up today. You'll see kind of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to switch that from to be determined to what we'll actually be creating, so look for that. Thank you guys, and we will see you next time.